A couple came to me recently, smart, disciplined savers, but their retirement felt off track. Not because of anything the market was doing, but because of a few rushed decisions they made in the years leading up to their retirement. And this points to an important truth. The market isn't the biggest danger to your retirement. Instead, I believe the biggest danger to your retirement is the quality of the decisions you make. And in this video, I want to let you in on the three most common retirement derailing decisions I've seen clients come to me with and how to avoid them. Hi, I'm Jordan Lehman, founder and financial planner at True Wealth Retirement Partners. And every day I help my clients create steady retirement income, invest smarter, save money in taxes. And I want to share what's working for them so you can retire with confidence too. So let's jump right in. If you've ever felt like you're so far behind that the only way to catch up is by swinging for the fences, well, that's what I call home run syndrome. It usually sounds like this. Well, I didn't save enough in my 40s and 50s, so now I need to double down and make up for lost time. And the next thing you know, people start pouring money into super aggressive investments. Crypto, penny stocks, the friend of a friend's real estate deal that's definitely going to 10x. Well, the problem, the closer you get to retirement, actually, the less margin you have for error. You can't afford a huge swing and a miss at 58 the same way you could at 28. You probably know someone, maybe a friend, coworker, family member who got caught up in a quote, can't miss investment. And believe me, it looked great on paper until it didn't. And then the market dipped, the fund crashed, and suddenly what felt like a smart risk turned into a painful lesson. And that's the moment when a lot of people realize that they thought they were being bold. It turns out they were being desperate. Here's the truth: you don't need a grand slam, you need consistent base hits. So instead of chasing risky returns, focus on what you can control. Things like cutting unnecessary taxes, reducing fees, building a steady, reliable income plan with what you have. That's how you win the game in retirement. Okay, now let's talk about the second retirement danger. I call it the silent killer, and that's taxes. Most people spend decades piling money into tax deferred accounts, but when it's time to use that money, they get blindsided by a tax bill they never planned for. I'm talking about clients paying upwards of 30% in taxes on money they just sort of figured was all theirs. And here's the kicker: it's not necessarily because they did anything wrong. It's because likely they didn't plan ahead. You probably know someone who saved diligently their whole career, teachers, engineers, small business owners, and still ended up saying, wait, we're paying more in taxes now than when we were working. And that happens more often than you might think. So, what's the takeaway? Being proactive with taxes and good tax planning is one of the biggest levers you have in retirement. And get this, guys, you don't need to be a CPA to start making smarter moves. Think about things like doing Roth conversions early, maybe spreading out your withdrawals or using tax efficient investment buckets. These are the kinds of strategies that could save you thousands, maybe tens of thousands or more over your retirement years. And by the way, if you want my help taking a look at your situation to identify potential tax savings, there's a link in the description. Go ahead, click that. Schedule a call with me. Would love to do a once over of your plan and see if there's anything I can do to help you think through some tax smart moves. And finally, the third and probably most relatable danger to your retirement is one we're seeing play out in real time. And with the recent market dip and all the uncertainty surrounding Trump's proposed tariffs, it's no surprise that a lot of people are feeling what? Uneasy, especially those who are close to or already in retirement. Listen, you see those red numbers, you start hearing the noise on the news, and suddenly you're wondering if you should pull everything out. By the way, a normal reaction, not the right reaction, but normal. And the issue is that reacting emotionally in that moment, that's where the long term damage gets done. I had a conversation literally last week with someone who bailed out of the market in 2008 and never, get this, never, we're in 2025, never got back in. And they told me I just didn't want to feel that scared again. Listen, I get it, but just imagine the wealth creation they missed out on over the last 15 plus years. The compounding, the growth, it's heartbreaking. And here's the shift: retirement isn't about avoiding risk. It's about managing it with a plan that keeps you grounded when things get shaky. Which is why having the right amount of cash on hand, worth of income in your war chest is so important. It gives you breathing room and it lets your long term investments ride out the storm. And most importantly, it helps you avoid making a destructive, emotional decision when, not if, the next downturn happens. Your decisions, guys, are critical as it relates to the success of your retirement and, frankly, your own peace of mind long term. So I hope this helps, and we'll see you in the next one.